Welcome to our program, Hong Kong Brief. I'm your host, Jenny. Today, we're diving into the vibrant festivities of the Lunar New Year Parade, where the streets of Tsim Sha Tsui will come alive with colorful floats and performances from both local and international acts. Expect a dazzling show to celebrate the Year of the Snake, with around 100,000 spectators anticipated to join in the fun. In other news, the US is on high alert regarding the implications of China's new AI chatbot, DeepSeek. With its rapid rise in popularity, officials are scrutinizing its potential impact on national security and the tech industry. This situation has sparked debates about censorship and the competitive landscape in AI technology, making it a hot topic in the tech world. Lastly, we take a look at the movie Queen of Mahjong, which has received a disappointing rating due to its mix of gambling and relationship drama. Critics have pointed out its jarring sexism and lack of originality, making it hard for viewers to enjoy despite some engaging mahjong scenes. Stay tuned for more details on these stories. South China Morning Post reports on the highly anticipated return of Hong Kong's annual Lunar New Year Night Parade, set to take place on Wednesday, welcoming the Year of the Snake. With an expected turnout of around 100,000 spectators, the parade will feature vibrant floats showcasing local culture, including representations of the city's beloved giant pandas and the iconic Hong Kong-style milk tea. The procession begins at the Hong Kong Cultural Center and winds through Tsim Sha Tsui, culminating outside the Sheraton Hong Kong Hotel. Alongside the floats, a diverse lineup of performances will entertain the crowd, featuring groups from various regions, including the renowned Indian dance troupe V. Unbeatable and the Austrian acrobatic group Zerkero, promising an evening filled with excitement and cultural celebration. The Independent highlights the rising concerns surrounding China's new AI chatbot, DeepSeek, which has prompted US officials to assess its national security implications. Following its explosive success in app downloads, the White House has acknowledged DeepSeek as a significant wake-up call for the American AI industry. The chatbot, akin to OpenAI's ChatGPT, has stirred controversy due to its censorship of sensitive topics including Tiananmen Square and Taiwan, raising alarms about potential misuse by the Chinese government. The backlash has affected US tech stocks, particularly Nvidia, which saw a historic drop in market value. As the US grapples with the ramifications of DeepSeek's emergence, experts warn of the potential for Beijing to weaponize this technology. In a disappointing cinematic offering, South China Morning Post reviews Queen of Mahjong, a Lunar New Year comedy that struggles under the weight of its own sexism and lackluster storytelling. Directed by Wang Jing and Patrick Kong, the film follows Elsa, a mahjong enthusiast and insurance agent, who rekindles a romance with her high school crush, Martin. Despite the promising premise, the film falters with poorly developed characters and offensive humor, particularly in its treatment of female characters and body image. With subplots that veer into tasteless farce, the film ultimately fails to resonate, leaving audiences yearning for a more respectful and engaging portrayal of its themes. South China Morning Post highlights the precarious situation surrounding Hong Kong's investments in the Belt and Road Initiative, particularly in Xinjiang and Central Asia. The report emphasizes the challenges faced by businesses in these regions, especially in light of rising geopolitical tensions and the threat of militant actions. Companies with deep-rooted operations in Xinjiang are particularly vulnerable, as they cannot easily withdraw like those in trade. The article raises concerns over the potential impact of Western sanctions related to human rights issues, which could further escalate the costs of doing business in the area. The future of the Belt and Road Initiative remains uncertain, and the Hong Kong government must strategize to protect its interests in this evolving landscape. In a separate piece, the South China Morning Post discusses how Hong Kong firms are creatively leveraging the tradition of Li-C envelopes as a marketing tool in the digital age. Despite the rise of digital banking, companies like HSBC and ICBC have embraced the cultural significance of Lychee packets to promote their brands during the Year of the Snake. HSBC has launched limited edition envelopes featuring its iconic lions, while ICBC has incorporated a special anniversary logo into their offerings. The article notes the enduring popularity of physical lychee despite the emergence of e-lychee, with banks and businesses using these packets to spread New Year blessings while simultaneously boosting their visibility in the market. In another alarming report, the South China Morning Post covers the incident involving a Hong Kong flagged container ship that caught fire in the Red Sea, leading to its crew's abandonment. The ASL Bauhinia, which was en route from Dubai to Jeddah, was left drifting and ablaze approximately 225 kilometers off the Yemeni coast. The cause of the fire remains unclear, but it raises concerns about the safety of shipping routes in a region plagued by Houthi attacks. While the crew was rescued unharmed, the incident underscores the increasing risks faced by maritime operations in the Red Sea, a vital corridor for global trade, which has seen a significant decline in traffic due to ongoing threats. South China Morning Post reports on a controversy surrounding the V.Unbeatable dance group, an Indian troupe that gained fame by winning America's Got Talent in 2020. Former members of the group, now known as the Vikas Unbeatable Dream Team, have accused their manager, Om Prakash Chauhan, of misleading the organizers of Hong Kong's Lunar New Year Parade by promoting a new team under the original group's name. They claim that all original dancers are currently in India and are not performing, alleging that Chauhan fraudulently registered the trademark without their consent. Tensions have escalated as former members have filed complaints against Chauhan for financial mismanagement and exploitation, including harsh working conditions and forcing young dancers to perform dangerous stunts. The Toronto Star highlights the excitement surrounding Canada's women's sevens rugby team, who are looking to build on their recent success at the HSBC SVNS tournament in Perth, where they achieved a season-best fourth place. As they prepare to compete in Vancouver, they will face Brazil and Spain before a challenging match against series leader Australia. The Canadian women's strong performance in Perth has propelled them to fifth place in the overall standings, demonstrating their resilience after previous struggles. Meanwhile, the Canadian men's team, having been relegated from the top tier, will also participate in an invitational event in Vancouver, aiming to regain their status. In the spirit of celebration, South China Morning Post outlines 5 exciting activities for Hong Kong's Lunar New Year festivities. The signature night parade will kick off the celebrations with a vibrant display of performers, including popular K-pop groups. Following this, a spectacular fireworks show over Victoria Harbour will light up the sky with 23,888 shells, featuring festive themes. Traditional activities like the Well-Wishing Festival at Lam Tsuen will allow visitors to make wishes and light lanterns, while the new Kai Tak Sports Park will host an outdoor market showcasing unique holiday products. Lastly, Go Park, a new sports and retail complex, offers a blend of recreational activities and shopping, making it a perfect destination for families during the festive season. South China Morning Post reports that the Lunar New Year, a significant holiday in China, serves as a reflection of the nation's economic health. In anticipation of the Spring Festival, various online platforms introduced innovative gift-giving features aimed at enhancing digital consumption. However, cultural traditions pose a challenge to widespread adoption. Many individuals, particularly older generations, prefer the personal touch of physical gifts over digital alternatives. For instance, Xia Jiu, a housewife from Sichuan, emphasizes the importance of visiting friends and family with tangible presents. While some young people are open to trying these new online gifting options, many express concerns about the lack of personal connection and the awkwardness of revealing gift prices, indicating that traditional values still hold strong during this festive season. In another article, the South China Morning Post examines the rise of DeepSeek, a Chinese AI startup that has gained attention for its chatbot capabilities, even impacting the U.S. stock market. The chatbot has quickly become a favorite in Hong Kong, outperforming competitors like OpenAI's ChatGPT and Microsoft's Copilot in local knowledge and context. The Post tested these chatbots with questions about Hong Kong, a controversial historical topic, and the 2019 protests. DeepSeek provided detailed and comprehensive answers, particularly on historical issues, while the American chatbots offered more concise responses. The findings suggest that while DeepSeek excels in depth, it may struggle with brevity and user engagement, highlighting the varied strengths of each AI in addressing different user needs. Lastly, the South China Morning Post addresses the impact of soaring gold prices on jewelry sales as the Year of the Snake approaches. With gold prices hitting record highs due to geopolitical tensions and anticipated interest rate cuts, consumer demand for gold jewelry is expected to decline further. Industry experts note that while investment in gold remains strong, the high prices deter many consumers from purchasing jewelry. For example, Joshua Rotbart of J. Rotbart & Company predicts a continued decline in jewelry consumption, while Anderson Chung from Best Profit Capital suggests that consumers may opt for smaller pieces or even rent jewelry for special occasions. As the economy stabilizes, the hope is that jewelry sales will eventually rebound, but for now, the high cost of gold is a significant barrier for consumers. Al Jazeera reports on the vibrant celebrations of the Chinese Lunar New Year, which marks the beginning of the Year of the Wood Snake. This festive occasion, also known as the Spring Festival, involves a 2-week celebration filled with rich traditions. Families engage in thorough house cleaning to sweep away bad luck and welcome good fortune, adorning their homes with red decorations that symbolize prosperity. The celebrations kick off with a reunion dinner on New Year's Eve, where loved ones gather to exchange gifts, oranges, and red envelopes filled with money for children. Various customs continue throughout the week, including lion dances to ward off evil spirits and specific days dedicated to family visits, rest, and honoring the god of wealth. Meanwhile, other cultures in Asia, such as Korea and Vietnam, have their unique interpretations of the Lunar New Year, showcasing the diverse ways this significant holiday is celebrated across the region. CNN highlights a dramatic incident at Gimhae International Airport in South Korea, where an Airbus A321 belonging to Air Busan caught fire while preparing for a flight to Hong Kong. The fire broke out shortly before departure, leading to the swift evacuation of all 176 individuals on board, with 3 sustaining minor injuries. Eyewitness footage captured the chaos as emergency slides were deployed and firefighters battled flames emerging from the plane's tail. This alarming event follows a recent tragic air disaster in South Korea, raising concerns about aviation safety. The incident has prompted investigations, with Airbus acknowledging the situation and working closely with Air Busan to determine the cause of the fire. The South China Morning Post delves into the potential fortunes and challenges that lie ahead for Hong Kong in the Year of the Wood Snake. Feng Shui masters predict a year of mixed outcomes, with opportunities for growth in creative and tourism sectors, while cautioning that the economic landscape may remain turbulent. Notably, they suggest that the Snake Year could foster innovation and artistic expression, though the overall economic improvement may not be realized until 2028. Predictions also indicate a relatively stable year for Chief Executive John Lee, but with limited significant achievements. In contrast, Chinese President Xi Jinping may face difficulties due to the clash between his zodiac sign and the year's guardian deity. The astrologers warn of potential natural disasters and advise caution in travel, emphasizing the transformative energy of the snake as a time for reflection and shedding of the old to embrace new beginnings. Thank you for tuning in. The content above showcases the latest briefing reports and analytical synopses, thoughtfully curated by the 6Do team. These insights stem from a wide array of reputable media outlets, think tanks, government sources, and specialized experts worldwide. We encourage you to explore these sources for a comprehensive perspective. Keep in mind that while the content may not always align with the official standpoint of 6Do Brief, it's not meant to be taken as absolute directives for decision-making. Comprising seasoned media professionals, learned scholars, and accomplished scientists, the 6Do team embodies a trailblazing, fully independent media entity. To customize 6Do Brief to meet your professional needs, you have the option to subscribe to a diverse array of briefings on our website, 6dobrief.com. Regardless of your location, you can conveniently receive 6Do Brief via email.